This video probably falls under the category of you don't know what you don't know. Because if you've ever made a lead magnet, or lure as we call them, like a checklist or some kind of helpful resource for your clients, but had no idea how to actually share it professionally, this video is for you. The truth is there are lots of different ways to turn a PDF into a clickable link, but unfortunately, most people are doing it the wrong way, which causes them to miss opportunities to help subscribers take advantage of your services. So in this video, I'm going to show you a bunch of ninja strategies from creating the PDF itself and getting a shareable link where you can actually revise the PDF without changing the link. Definitely put a pin in that, because being able to revise a PDF after the link's already been shared is not a very well known thing to do. So I want to help you do that, as well as avoid the number one mistake, which is to put the link to the PDF right in the email that you send when people subscribe. That's how most people do this. And you know this because if you've ever opted in to receive a PDF, to receive an ebook, to receive a checklist or something like that, something of value, you will immediately get an email, and then, or worse, it'll just like redirect straight to the PDF. But what most people do is they put the link to that PDF in the email. And I'm going to show you why this is causing you to miss opportunities in your business. So if you don't know me, my name is Lisa Hanfaletti. I'm the head member success coach at HealAtScale. And the way we roll around here is to help you build your business and not miss those opportunities to promote your services and promote other offers that you might have. So let's back up a little bit here and let me just kind of give you the lay of the land. And let's just talk about what I'm referring to when I talk about delivering a PDF. So typically what we have is we have some kind of an opt-in page where people put in their name and they put in their email. And then they are typically redirected to a thank you page that says, go ahead and check your email. So a thank you page that says, check your email, because I just emailed you. This is all automated the way it's set up. And then in that email, there is, a little bit of information. Thank you for doing this. And inside there, if you're super smart, you have a link, but it's not to the PDF. So I'm going to show you all this, so don't worry. It is actually a link to a content delivery page. I'm just going to call this a content delivery page here. And you have a video up here. It's really nice to have a video that explains what it is that they're getting, but also lets them know that there might be other opportunities. And here you have a link for them to download their whatever they just opted in for, right? So you have a link here, and strategically, you have more information down here. Like here, step 1, go ahead and get your download. But step 2, you're going to come down here and you're going to learn more about other things that I do. And you might have another link down here of telling them what they can do. Go watch a webinar, go watch a training, join your Facebook group, buy your lab test. There's all different kinds of things that you can do on that content delivery page. So you can see from this, we have the opt-in page, the thank you page, the email, and the content delivery page. So that is the structure of how we set this up. So now the question is, how do we get the link that we share here on the content delivery page? And how do we get this link here that we're sharing in the email? Because these are two different links. So there's one link that goes to the content delivery page. This is the CDP. And then there's another link here, which is your PDF. Okay, let's talk for a second about what a PDF is. PDF is a document. So you may have created your PDF in, maybe you created it in Word. Maybe you created it in Google Docs like I did. Maybe you created it in Pages. Wherever you create it, my recommendation is you bring it into Canva or recreate it in Canva, whichever is easier for you. The reason for this, so this is where we get into some of our ninja strategies. So I am going to actually shift on over to, this is my document. This is my actual document where I started my checklist for how you create a link and enhance the user experience of your subscribers. And so this is my checklist. What I did is I brought this into Canva. Now this looks very different, but it's really the same checklist. So what I did was I added a little bit of information about each step, And what do you see up here? You see branding. So now I've got a little fancy something or other going on here in the design. So again, we're talking about enhancing the user experience of people who are downloading this. So each step has a description of what you're going to do. And then at the bottom, there's a footer. And there are links that go to each of these things on here. These are calls to action. So you can go and you can follow at Real Joy Houston on Instagram. You can go ahead and click this link and book a free game plan session. So here you can see one of our ninja strategies is to not just deliver the content, which is super valuable, but also brand. Do your branding, your brand colors, and have links. And since I have 2 pages of this checklist, I might as well add a 3rd page here, which is a plain old call out to say, hey, you know what? You have the opportunity to book a free game plan session right here. Go ahead and click that link to do that. So which way would you rather get that document? So 2 things are happening here, right? On one hand, you are still giving the same information. Actually, you've expanded on that information, but you are giving the subscriber an opportunity to learn more about you and to also present yourself in your branded fashion. So they get used to seeing your brand all over the place and they identify that, those colors, that logo, everything with you. So that's the important part here. So this is what we're trying to do is create that brand awareness and then also give them, besides the great material, you're giving them links where they can also follow you, they can get more information from you, and they can do your one core thing that you really want them to do, which is book a session. So for you, it might be to follow you on Instagram, or it might be join your Facebook group. Or it could be purchase your lab test, get into whatever lab testing you have, or to actually book an appointment with you. So you have a lot of different options, and it's just about what it is that you want them to do. So let's talk about how you get a link to this, because this is one of the mistakes that we see people doing is they'll come here and Canva will give you a shareable link, right? If I come into here, I could get a public view link, but this is a big no-no. This is not a fun user experience to get this link and open that up as a document. So what you want to do instead is you want to download this, and then I'm going to show you, you're going to upload it into your Google Drive. So just hold on a second. Let's do this one step at a time. So the first step is to download. So don't do the public view link. Instead, do the download. Now, Canva is going to have a default thing here. And so for me, it's PNG, and that's probably because I have graphics on this page, so it thinks it's a PNG. So what you need to do is you need to make sure this is set as a PDF standard. Now there is another option for PDF print. I have found that the standard just works best, but you always want to test your PDF and make sure that when it opens, the links work and it looks right and none of the margins changed or anything like that. So you may have to change it, but go ahead and start with PDF standard. And then in this case, I want all 3 pages to be downloaded. So I'm going to leave it as pages 1 through 3, but sometimes you may need to change that. Maybe you're only downloading 1 page or something like that. So just be aware, you can choose which pages you want to be downloaded. So I've got PDF standard, I've got the pages, and I'm going to click download. I'm going to let this download. Great, so that's downloading. And the next thing I want to do is I want to go into my Google Drive. Make sure that you are in the right account. So what happens is a lot of times we have multiple Gmail addresses and we might have multiple drives. So the first thing you want to do before you upload the PDF that we just downloaded from Canva is you want to make sure, just go up into the right-hand corner, make sure you're in the drive you want to be in. So that's the first step. Second step is now we want to upload that PDF. We can come over here and we can click on the plus sign for new and new file upload. So we're going to upload a new file, and I click that. It's going to let me choose the checklist. I see it's right there, and then I can just open it up. And you can see at the bottom corner here, and let me move myself out of the way. The bottom corner here, it shows 1 upload complete. So it's pretty fast upload. It's just 1 3-page document. And I can open the file that it's in, or I can click on it and open the PDF. So I'm just going to open the PDF just to show it is the correct PDF. I just want to make sure the margins are all correct. I want to make sure that the page numbers are in there. I want to make sure my third page is in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure all of my links work. So that link works. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to check the HealAtScale link, make sure that one works. While that's loading, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to check the Instagram, make sure that one works. And I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to check the game plan session here. So all of my links work, and that's one of the first things that you always want to do is make sure that all of your links work, because it's no fun to get a PDF from somebody and not have the links work. So that's the first thing I did now. Okay, so I'm back here in my Google Drive. This is my Google Workspace Drive, and this is one of the folders that I have, and I know that that's where my document is. Now, your documents may look a little bit different. I just have this set up to list the files, but you may have them shown like this. Either way, it works. What we're looking for here are the three dots, which allows us to get a shareable link and something else, which I'm going to show you in a second. If you had them in list view, you could find the three dots over here. I'm not going to do it that way, because when I do it that way, then my face covers it. But if we do it over here and I click the three dots, then you can see what the choices are. And the choice that I want you to look at first is share, because we're going to get a shareable link. But I also just want to draw your attention to this one right here, which is file information, because this is where we're going to be able to manage revisions. So we'll get to that in a second. But this is one of the key ninja strategies behind why we do things this way. So I want to get a shareable link. So I'm going to click on share. And now I have some options. So right now, when you look right here, you can see this is restricted. So only people with access to this drive would be able to see this document. And in fact, it would only be people that are listed right here. So we don't want to list everybody's email address, right? That's not how we share it. Instead, what we're going to do is click on restricted, and we're going to say anyone with the link. So anyone with the link now has what kind of access? So we still have another option here. Do we want them to be a viewer? Do we want them to be a commenter, or do we want them to be an editor? So if it was someone in your team, you would probably want them to be an editor. But this is not what this link is for. This is for viewers only. We don't want them editing the document. So now we have anyone with this link can view the document. Now that we have that, I've got the link. I can copy the link. It's now copied to my clipboard, and I'm done. I now have that link. Now that I've copied the link, the next thing I like to do is double check and make sure that this link works. So I open it up in an incognito window. Go ahead and paste the link and open it up and make sure it actually does open up the PDF document and it is viewable. It's not editable. I can't come in here and start typing and edit anything. Nothing's going to happen. Okay, great. The link works. So now where do we put the link? Well, I'll tell you where we don't put the link. We don't write the email and then highlight it and put the link right here. Okay, this is what most people do wrong, is they write the email and then they put the link in the email itself to the PDF. That's not how we do things. That's not the ninja strategy. The ninja strategy is instead, if I just represent you to our funnel, we have the opt-in page. Remember, we've got the opt-in page. This is where your subscriber put in their name and their email and phone number, if you're tracking phone numbers, and then they're redirected to a thank you page that tells them, go check your email. We just sent you the way to access the download. And oh, by the way, while you're waiting, if you want to do this, here's another way that you can interact with me. And this is a nice branded page. It's all branded to you. And then the next step is to go ahead and get the free download. So they go to their email, they click the link, and it takes them to the content delivery page right here, which you have the option. You can put a video here, tells them, hey, there's the link to get your download. And oh, by the way, while you're here and you made a super smart decision in getting this download, you might also want to know about X, Y, and Z. And here's where you can get it. And come on down here and take a look. And so you might have the link to your lab test funnel here and tell them why they should get testing. Or you might have a link to your Facebook group. You might have a link to schedule an appointment with you, like have a paid consultation with you. or some other kind of thing that you have open in your business. So this is why having a content delivery page is so important, because it not only, again, has your branding, it has you showing up as a brand leader, and it has the next best step for your audience member to take. So everything is included in here, unlike just getting a link that takes them to a document like this. Could you imagine if this is my document? So far I've shown you how you get that document. You make it nice in Canva so it looks really good, it looks professional, it's branded, and it has links in there. And now I've shown you how you can get that link from your Google Drive. We're going to come back to this Google Drive because there's this link option in here. I'll show you that in just a minute. So now you have the link, and now you know where to put the link. So if we're looking at this in Kartra, then it could be any web platform that you have. Doesn't have to be Kartra. This is just the one that we use. It works so well for us. Is we would then put it underneath the button. That's where that link goes. So if I'm in Kartra right now, this is the editor. And what I would want to do is come down to this button and click on the pencil icon. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to the spot where it says link. This is where I want to add the link. Now I'm linking it to another page because it's going to my Google Drive link, that shareable link that I just got. So I'm over here on this side. I'm linking to another page. I'm going to scroll down here, and it is asking me to select another page, another Kartra page, or an external. This is an external or custom link. So it has the HTTPS right there for me. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to paste that link right in there. And I definitely want it to open into a new tab. This is also another little ninja trick. You want that link to open into a new tab so that you can keep this page open, because this page contains the second step that you want them to take. So this is about you giving them information so that they take that next step. So if I was to preview this page now, so I put that link in there, I can preview this page, open preview. And when I come down to that button, I just put in my Google link. What's going to happen? I click the button. It now opened the PDF into a separate page. So now I can download that. So it's now on my hard drive. It has a nice title. So I see in here, it's HealAtScale.com, PDF digital product delivery checklist. It's got a really smart title. So one of the things that I have in here is to make sure that you title your PDF something that's descriptive. I like to use my name in a lot of my PDFs. That way, if they ever search their hard drive for my name, it'll come up. So make sure you have a really good descriptive title. Adding in your website's a nice little ninja trick in there as well. But you can see when I click that link, it still kept this web page open. So I want to come back here to this step right here, which is how to update your PDF if you have a revision. In other words, if you've made a mistake, or maybe you have new information you wanted to add, or maybe there's some updates or something like that. If you want to come into your PDF, you would come into it in Canva. And here's an example. I actually made a mistake on step 6. I said copy the Google link and then put it in your email, but that's not what I want you to do. In the next step, I say put it into your branded page. So I went ahead in Canva in step 6 and I said, click the copy link and then open an incognito window and paste the link to be sure the PDF opens, and then check all the links in the PDF. So this is actually a correction. It's a revision. Now imagine if I had this Google link and I'd already pasted it into my pages. Like maybe I've have it in this page and I sent it out as direct messages in chat. Then this link, this Google link, would be out there in the world. But here's the good news. All I have to do is come to these 3 dots and go to File Information and then click on Manage Versions. And when I click on Manage Versions, it gives me the ability to upload a new version. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you how easy this is. So I updated Canva. I updated my PDF, so I edited it, and now it's the way I want it. So I'm going to come down into here, and I'm going to download that PDF. So I'm going to click Download, and I want this to be a PDF, my standard PDF, all 3 pages. Just double check, all 3 pages are clicked. And now I'm going to click Download. It's going to download it, and now I'm going to rename it because it is the revision, and I will put down here revised. And you might want to come up with a date format or something like that. So I'm just going to put revised right there, and I'm going to click save. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come over to my Google Drive, and I'm going to click my three dots. I'm going to come over to File Information, Manage Versions, Upload a New Version. Here's my file right here. There, I can see it says revision right there. It has revision right there, so I know it's the correct one, and I'm going to click open. And now it's uploading my revised version. I can close this, and guess what? The link, this link that I copied here, and that is on this page right here, is the same exact link. So anybody who clicks that link now will get the updated version. So I don't have to go hunting all over the web to find out every place I put this link. They will all work correctly, and they'll all be the updated version. And this is a huge, huge ninja trick, and one of the main reasons why we love working with Google Workspace. So having a Google Drive that is Google Workspace gives us the ability to go to File Information and Manage Versions. So go right now to your Google Drive and see if you can do this on any of your PDFs. If you're not able to see this, then you need to get the Google Workspace version of Google Drive. So pretty cool, right? I want to give you an example of this out in the wild. This is one of our hottest downloads here. You can get these 3 email templates and social media posts that you can customize with the health clients now. And so this is an actual funnel where people put in their name, their email, and they're redirected to a thank you page. The thank you page tells them to go check their email. In the email, the link is to the content delivery page. Content delivery page then has the button for them to get what it is they opted in for. In fact, there are instructions right here. Click the orange button, click the make a copy button in this case, because this is something they get to customize in their Canva account or in their Google Docs account. They're both in here actually. And then there's a video. There's a, almost an hour-long video in here describing and showing how to customize those things. So you don't need that kind of thing if it's not something that people have to customize, but you can use part of this to also then describe, hey, if you're really interested in up-leveling your marketing, then go ahead and schedule a free accelerator session with us now. And included in here, you have some testimonials and social proof showing what people have been able to do by joining our program. So can you see how this is a nice cozy pathway that's laid out where they put in their name and their email. They're told to go to their email to check it for the link to access their download. And on that thank you page, there's branding. There's an opportunity for you to put something else in there for them to interact with you or to look at another one of your offers. When they go to their email, then they go to the content delivery page, which has the link to the PDF. That's where your Google document link lives. And, put a nice button there, you brand it, and then you're also able to let them know about any other offers that you have so that they can stay in your world. So this is a really strategic way to honor them, make sure that their user experience is good and clear, and also make sure that you are not missing any opportunities in your business. So we're so big on you not sending out something that is plain, doesn't have any branding or any links. We really want you to make sure that you brand it. Canva is just a great tool that we use and we recommend. And in fact, it doesn't just have to be a document. We have a whole training inside Practitioner Accelerator on how to brand spreadsheets and make sure that you have within the spreadsheet, you have links for trainings and other ways to interact with you. So all of these steps are strategic. So they keep you in front of your audience and they make sure that your subscribers, your audience members, are having a good user experience along the way. So let's head back over to where we started, which is a diagram of our funnel right here. So I want to make sure you understand these steps. So the first step is the lure. We call it the lure, or it's a lead magnet where they're putting in their name and their email. So this is one of the most important things for building your list. On this page right here, you have copy where you're telling them what the document is that they're going to get, what the PDF is that they're going to get, and how they're going to benefit from it, even more importantly. So you're letting them know what those benefits are, and you're basically promising to give them something of value. once they put in their name and their email, they're automatically, and this is through your software, they're automatically redirected to the next page, which is a thank you page that tells them, hey, go check your email. Now, I didn't explain why we do that. This is also very strategic because, as I said in the beginning, a lot of times people make the biggest mistake, which is to have that link redirect when they put in their name and their email. It redirects right to the PDF. That is the worst thing you can do, and because that means that anybody who puts in even a fake name and email can get your PDF. And what we want to do is we want to increase your email deliverability. We want to increase your score of your email. And so it's important that those are legitimate emails, and the only way they're going to get your PDF, the only way they're going to get this is for them to go ahead and put in a correct name and email, check their email, and then when they click on the link in the email, so the link in the email is here, it redirects them to that content delivery page, and on the content delivery page is where they click the link and actually get the PDF. So this sequence is set up so that your customer, your prospect, is given multiple opportunities to learn more about you. So on the thank you page, you've got stuff on there where they can learn more about you. In the email that you send them, they can learn more about you. On the content delivery page, they can learn more about you and what other offers that you have. And if you've set up your PDF in a smart way in Canva, you also have links in that PDF and another call to action, which is the next best step or way for them to work with you. So I hope this video has been helpful. Go ahead and check the links below this video because we will give you the opportunity. You can have this PDF if you want it. If you want this PDF, we're happy to give it to you. You can also DM at Real Joy Houston and follow her for a lot of other tips on how you can increase your business in a very strategic way that also honors your clients and gives them a nice user experience. So again, my name is Lisa Hanfaletti. It's been a pleasure talking with you. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below this video. And I hope that you watch the next video because they just keep getting better and better.